as Fort Wayne Snider dressed in their black jerseys with the gold numerals and white trim. They'll be moving from right to left or from the south to the north here at Kuntz Stadium. And Evansville Memorial dressed in their white jerseys and the contingent from Evansville Memorial right behind the throw into the player from the Tigers. Line as well for this 15th annual Girls Championship game here at Kuntz Stadium. Panthers again trying to dig themselves out of their own zone, and Sarah Freigag, number 19, Olivia Borkenstein, number 15, and Ashley Ditton, the only senior starting for the Panthers here this evening. They'll be on the back line for Fort Wayne Snider. Kelly Shy, number 12, will be in there along with Taylor Stevens. Also Anna Skatina, as well as Elizabeth Carr getting some playing time, and Double Deuce also in there as well, as we mentioned, the aforementioned Skatina at the forward positions for Fort Wayne Snider. We'll get Evansville Memorial's lineup here in a second as they now are coming back, but a good job by Castina to steal the ball, looking for Carr in the circle. Good job on a little tip ball in the goal circle area by the Tigers to get it out of harm's way. Doing the honors that time was number 13, Brittany McCall, has played herself away, rounding out that great defense for the Lady Tigers. Courtney Deem, Olivia Robinson, Katie Lair holding the honors in the midfield stripe with Celia Pauly, Susan Elsperman, and Megan Day rounding out the strikers for the Tigers from Evansville Memorial High School. Tigers going from left to right, the far side, as they're trying to punch their ticket for one half of a potential history-making evening here for the Tigers of Memorial High School. Robinson's pass now in the midfield third and knocked down to the defense nicely that time by Courtney Davies for the Panthers. 37-42 remaining in regulation. As we previously noted, both of these teams had to play an extra 14 minutes apiece earlier today, plus they had to go to PKs. Now across at the 18, looking for Day, knocked out of the defense by the Panthers, and now they're going to call a little bit of an aggressive play, too much that time on the Tigers.
The attackers getting in there, trying to make things physical. The referee's going to blow the whistle once in a while, but sometimes you get in there, the ball pops the right way to an attacker, and you end up getting a goal. So giving a free kick inside the other team's 18-yard box coming out is not always the worst thing in the world.
Boy, it's been a beautiful evening and a day, all day long for soccer here at Kuntz Stadium. Remember years back seeing some of the days, 40, 50-mile-an-hour winds and rain and sleet out here in November, early part of November. But beautiful evening for soccer here is now Pauly deep in Panther territory. Nice centering pass, gets through everybody. It's going to be a corner now for the Tigers. That was definitely a dangerous pass as Elsperman now goes with her corner. Ball to the far side. Opportunity here for the Tigers. One-timer off the defense. It's going to be another corner.
Things are looking good for Memorial.
Here's her counterclockwise corner. High at the 18. Shot up the elevator shaft. Hedrick out of the goal. Oh, that ball was almost loose. Now the ball is deflected on the play. A shot and a goal!
Ball dropping right in front of the goal. Again, we talked about trying to create some chaos in there. And, of course, anytime a ball is shot and deflected, goalkeeper's just at an incredible disadvantage because she's reading where the ball comes off somebody's foot. As soon as it's deflected, she knows she's gone the wrong direction. That time the ball just flipped up just under the crossbar. Nothing at all that Hedrick could have done about that goal. And 2-0 lead in this match could be real tough now for Snider to come back.
Definitely a devastating goal that time, and Elsperman gets her 24th assist of the season. So obviously a lot of those set pieces on corners as well as free.
Coming off of 2 set pieces this evening in the state final. The coaches work on them in practice for hours and hours oftentimes because you know that could be your opportunity, and Memorial's taking advantage of them tonight.
Nominate a student-athlete today for the Dial 1 Hour Scholar Athlete Award. Each month, Dial 1 Hour awards one male and one female scholar athlete. Substitutions in for the Panthers as they try to get fresh troops out on the pitch right now. The 5'7" sophomore defensive midfielder for the Panthers. So 2-0 lead now for the Lady Tigers, and they've got that margin of error right now.
After that point, on the other hand, at a 2-0 lead, Evansville Memorial now is looking at a situation where if they're able to get one more goal and go ahead 3-0, most coaches feel pretty comfortable with a 3-goal lead that things are going to be the way they want for the rest of the match.
One-timer shot deflected off the defense, so Taylor Stevens gets credit for a shot there, the 5'8" freshman, and she does a terrific job on that particular shot just outside the 18. Now here's an opportunity for Cade. Cade coming in on the 18 on the play, trying to kick it away from the on-charging Tigers, and now it goes back into the corner on the play to Elsperman. Here's her cross into the box, looking for Olivia Robinson, couldn't connect. Now a one-timer knocked down to the defense nicely that time by Fragag outside the 18 as the Tigers right now turning the heat up in the kitchen, trying to get that insurance goal, and now their foul is going to be called in the offensive third on the Tigers.
You've got to change something to try to get an attack going. You've got to try to pull a goal back. Losing is losing.
Right. What's the difference if it's 2-0 or 4-0 at this point, right?
Exactly. So, they've been playing pretty much a 4-4-2 with a sweeper playing rather deep.
2-0 with 31:49 remaining in regulation. Nice corner right outside the 6, but it's knocked away by the Tigers, who are really packing it in right now defensively on set pieces. Midfield third right now, Ditton gets away with a push on the play, and now they say play on with Olivia Robinson. Robinson over the midfield stripe now for the Tigers. Over to Day. Megan Day looking back over to Robinson on the left wing. Here's her cross looking for Elsperman. Knocked down nicely by Cade on the play outside the 18, and now the Panthers will try to come back on the counter. Midfield circle, near side now to Carr. Elizabeth Carr, a little water bug here on the near side. Stop, spinorama move, right-footed shot, nicely done over to the right wing. Good job again aggressively in that midfield third, coach, by the Lady Tigers. And once again doing a terrific job, number 18, Lauren Lamb from her left fullback spot.
Now the back four are keeping their shape very, very nicely.
For the Panthers, replacing number 6, Elizabeth Foss, who's playing with a big wrap on that right knee. Now the ball deep into Tiger territory. Tiernan trying to get a half a step on the defense, but her pass is knocked down before it can get to the 18 to the Panther forwards. 10 minutes gone here in the second half. Evansville Memorial with a 2-0 lead, trying to pick up the first state championship in school history on the girls' side since 1996. For looking for a plethora of Panthers at the 6. Gets through the defense. Tiernan had a chance to turn on it, but the ball was on the opposite side of where she was looking. She goes now to the 18 out of Fragag. Here's her pass off the right side. They're going to rule the player onside, and Stevens trying to save it. Can't do it as it goes over the goal line. For more information.
Well, Mike, it looks like Fort Wayne Snider is warming up another goalkeeper on the sideline right now. I mean, maybe a switch coming.
Yeah, maybe Lindsay Gemmer, the senior, who had a great job in the PK situation earlier today against Culver Academies, is throwing now over the near touchline here for the Tigers. They try to get it into the box, knocked down, but they're going to give up a corner, it looks like. So the Tigers are going to bring in the ever-dangerous Susan Elsperman. 28-20 remaining here in regulation. 2-0 lead for the Tigers from Evansville Memorial. Good job by the Panthers that time clearing, and they come back on the counter. Tiernan, midfield third, number 8 for the Panthers, looking for Carr. She's 1-on-2, couldn't quite control it. And the offensive portion, midfield third. And I tell you what, Coach, she's drawing a crowd every time she gets the ball, and it's in the person of Alex Kixmiller along with Emily Hayden.
She is. Kixmiller was 2v1 there when she received the ball, and she wanted no part of it, just turned and knocked it out of bounds.
Now a miss hit on the play in the midfield third for Sarah Stone, who's played a whale of a game for the Tigers. And now it looks like Angie Lenzing is going to go with wholesale substitution at the next stoppage in play. Ashley Short, number 19, a 5'7 senior. Number 10, Haley Meyer, a 5'5 junior. Number 7, Leisha Murphy, a 5'4 freshman. And number 15, Katie Milligan, a 5'6 sophomore, getting set to come into the lineup. 37-20 remaining in regulation. The Tigers of Evansville Memorial trying to cap a great postseason run here as they have been perfect on the defensive side. They've now, as we said before, outscoring their opponents in the postseason now 25-0. Ball deep in Panther territory. Cross just outside the 18 is knocked down easily that time by Borkenmiller. And a good job by Hedrick to play outside the 6.
No, and that took some guts because Elsperman was tracking that ball very closely and had she had another split second, would have gotten ahead on that ball and stuck it in the net as well.
Tigers continuing to turn up the heat on the play. Again, a great job by Brookenstein. And now she gives way on the play to the far side to number 20, Ashley Ditton.